Today, the 1st of May, 2020. We want to call in a table the latest COVID-19 information where we get for we sweet beloved Mama Salone. But however, make I just give you the update for today as we go deep in. Today, the 1st of May, 11 a.m. This now waiting the government of Salone want to make me and you know. We get 12 new cases then. 12 new cases. The total confirmed case now inside Salone don't reach 136. And that one day, now from the 31st of March to the 1st of May, 136. Total number of people who lost their life to COVID-19 now 7. And the one they don't recover now 21. However, we say we want to put here today. Yesterday, we've been there. The total number of people that will be there in quarantine now 1,166. 1,166. That'll be yesterday. Today, we get 2,642 people in quarantine. 2,642. And that is a difference of 1,476. 1 grain day. We get 1,476 people in quarantine. Some of the other things then, where they make we know, now the press briefing today, for say the one that we actively get COVID-19 as of now, 1st of May, inside Sierra Leone, now 108. So you want to say in a space of 1 month, from the 31st of March to 1st of May, we don't get 108 people actively right now. Actively, because the cumulative number now be 136. But actively now 108. And remember say, them be tell we say now 100 beds then be get. Well, now 108 we get right now. The number of people we don't come out in quarantine now 1,491. We the one that we actually they in quarantine now don't pass the one that we come out. Before, the one them we don't come out be past the one them we did it. So right now, the one them we did in quarantine 2,642. Then they also tell you about the 3 days lockdown where they come. So they get measures them for put in place. And then they expect every Sierra Leonean for comport and cooperate with the authorities them. Then give we certain things them we get for happen during the lockdown. Number 1, they ask, who that they eligible for the treat that did? Who that them? They say, now the one that we get valid pass. And also essential service providers. The one they like utility workers, and transporters of essential goods. But however, inside that 3 days, from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m., with the curfew day, the curfew, they team up. They don't expect nobody, essential, not essential. They don't expect nobody. Well, you remember the last time we were there, we asked if say a network no gets passed, and they say for apply online, which we've already done. So we will come back and get the update by tomorrow. If we not get your notification for say yes, we passed on already. But we don't go through the process. We don't provide waiting and say for provide, and we dey wait for see if we forget a pass. Come in this 3 days lockdown, because that last one we do waiting for will not be get, but let us see how this one come out. Rumor they go around say case number 90. That case they not be can go treatment center. But a case will be there na Connaught Hospital. Then the rumor say the person don't escape. So then they ask the EOC today say, waiting then sabi about case number 90. If the person don't escape or the person they take treatment. Well, the EOC say then go investigate, and by tomorrow you press briefing, then go update. And this one, na Lamrana of AYV na be access question, and Solomon Jamiru, when the spokesperson, say he go take up on this, and go find out what really happened, and then go come back tomorrow, and then go make me and you know. We come now to this. Now just go straight to another part of our topic today. The EOC want make me you know say somebody we now from the UK when our national there we be load by that last flight we come out Salone about 2 weeks ago, test positive for COVID-19. And say the government of Salone we get some information there yesterday when I be the 30th of April from the UK government. And then provide them with the list of all contacts. All contacts for make them find the person where we don't come closer to this particular person. They say they don't activate them. Has been activated. And we ask question here, what to make we count that one day? Because we were in the diaspora. And we ask question, Ibrahim Barry, we get for answer on Facebook, say he was part of that particular flight day. We ask if NHS or the UK government or Home Office or people more responsible will contact them. He say for them, nobody no contact them. We don't know if anybody else be there in that flight day. We don't get any confirmation about this. Or if you be saying that just the Salone government, now them, the UK government thinks them for contact, and not the people that were on this flight. Well, until we say they don't activate everything. They don't activate everything, and so I believe we will see again a rise in the number of quarantined people. We have a work to do. We really have a work to do. Because the way how things go, we really need for take coronavirus serious. Now we read some of the messages them on Facebook. Moses Flomo says, police, how many tests then they do per day? And how long it take for get results? Well, the first part of the question, how many tests then they do per day? I don't get an answer to that. But the second part of the question we say, how long did it take? Then tell we say, at 12 hours, 9 it take. Make we count with whose friend. Make we hear waiting whose friend get for we today. As we know say, himself can always deny for giving you help. Make we just get some from and quick, waiting and get for we. Yes, whose friend, you get a platform.
Hello, good evening, everyone, and good evening, Brother Tripoli. And thank you very much. Me on side, I just want for pick up based on waiting don't go on regarding this transportation of people from the country, they cow the Naya, and then again, the one that would on the house, the number that they increase. In the first place, even yourself, I just a bit concerned, not say for Sierra Leone, then on arrival, but I've been learned say even some of them will be calm, the mask, not to salon almost of Boko of the evacuees, then the mask up inside the plane, then queue from the site of origin. But when they arrive in the UK, plenty of them then just allow them to go and do as usual, another self-isolation. But level left there because now about salon would they try for talk about. Looking at today, because we said be able to listen most of the updates them, the press release of the Ministry of Information. The area almost still a big concern. That coordination problem will them for don't they get as they say. Because if there is real coordination, they're supposed for aware of say patient been there now cannot where they been keep there and patient been there whether it don't lost or is still there or not. But the idea I wouldn't get for go accent today in the man or the spokesman, the good thing no more he accepts say I go find out. You know, try for argue out. That is the good thing. But the doubtful part of it is not the area wherein in the very man not able for justify say this somebody did it. And when we talk of containment, then one area that then they contain somebody, but they're not able for no say somebody did it, and then get numbers they wouldn't they give every day. If they give numbers of people away sick, we're not supposed to get who side the person there. Now, some possibility they say this person herself in name not there right now, and the numbers they wouldn't reach so. So until at the initial state, the number wouldn't they put. But that side back, I no go there. The other one no more again, I want to point out, they not be mentioned and now the other case who be die now will be forced them at quarantine center. All right, they say this person get underlying illnesses will be done they sick for few years. Now kidney dialysis been they undergo. It been get some other issue them back. And when they get kidney dialysis, the main place then gets an account. As I they tell you so now, the ward it get over 26 beds. We then get na account. It day towards to go na the mortuary. Not today exactly, but that ward would if you enter Connaught, you turn left, but you then on the right side, that other building would they up now the side that one in a ward 7 wouldn't get now for kidney dialysis because it been there first of all at the intensive care for going to the theater. But what are they there for establish the 26 beds wouldn't get now that kidney dialysis unit where government they don't get donations from outside for establish that dialysis machine. Then get this side where they carry person and they go do dialysis for the day, cleaning kidney blood, then bring them back now the ward. But right now, as I talk, it's very, very empty. What did they do? They left the patients who vulnerable as I been say, then they isolate people them, or they make people in self-quarantine, when them for on the front of the sickness for battle, then the one then way then look vulnerable or underlying illness, now that they expose. They not, go say then take and put them before, but then put the man now with by force among patients they will be done they get COVID. We then begin to bring the numbers and numbers. It end up for become infected. Whoever is that patient day, whether not male or female now, because no go that side, but the patient of himself, now kidney dialysis been they undergo. Who knows if we're not able to recover from that? But instead of them bring an account, they not bring and they left hand to the other case they under. Now the one way for them now will be forced, then left na account. So you still say in initial stage, then try. The ideas are there. The people are ready for help. But when it comes to health, let them always find the right people, they make that jigsaw for build up. If you pick yourself then at table, where you can get then jigsaw, what they make, then you don't draw something a map, some picking something a hill. They say put this jigsaw together. Any piece we're missing, the picture not the correct, and also health day and well body. You see, I feel say as to be don't even emphasize on that one. We say when they say what's in a health, when they talk about your wholeness, from your psychology, your mental state, all those things. Now you're not a well body. Well, then why they imply half thing when they put together. But the area number one for say, let them try very hard. If anybody will know say he gets idea, let them go tapping idea. Let them bring them together so that they go able to try. Outside the thing for severe and a Sierra Leone or a Salon, it go look mild. It go look mild, but if they transport people, for the other day again, then go take after that person will be dying at the ward. I mean, sorry, what I mean discover say get this COVID. They are one of the Latin at the other ward, not the outpatients, because now the outpatients are on the left. Now they been keep them for some days. Then keep on there, I think, say for some few days now. Then decide for move on now for care up. When they care up, now go and die. But now the observation side, when they call outpatient opposite the lab, so. But what I drive for say also, the people and now when they go take people that hold on at the first contact areas them with this person here, then go with military. All right. Go take the nurse them. The nurse themselves say no. They know can't take away because they know who are military in this case. Because not a military for the military maybe go provide the van. Even the van no go provide. Then get ambulances them. Then get help doctor, all people there. Then just get for can't take the nurses there. So when una self go. If one let even do fast track of test between few days of una because una eligible because una we need na the workforce back. We no go keep una. Then gather them all. Then try for care and instead they refuse. Pass now, I think one lady who they act on behalf of that Mr. Wuri, now, he negotiate together with the matron, who then take them nurse there, some of them carry and go. But remember, when they take their nurse there and they carry and go, they don't fast track them all, then they delay them. And at the body of the workforce, then they reduce more and more. Yourself, they may get an issue there in the UK. As I talk to you, so the workforce, when the thing can begin, the government say, oh, anybody who do in this, let's get signed, let's stay home. Well, yeah, now we'll get them with man, then we'll get some people who are lazy, what then they do? When holiday come, then they take advantage. Then all left behind. They begin to say, I have a flu, I get this, they stay. What thing happen? Black man like for work. Will not like for say me back the heart. Will not like for say I get flu. Now then go for begin work. When some they now begin get signs and symptoms, when are the reality symptoms, then they complain, say, let we not go, let we sit down. They say no. Why? Because the workforce don't left now. The one that don't first take advantage for stay home, they don't stay home. Now for that, this lately then they say, oh, the blacks are many who are dying and the others. Because now they lack for work. Black man don't lack for say, I'm back the year to 9 holiday no more they use. So now this strategy I really try for say, apply the under. The workforce is important. Now then forget first priority and let them treat them well. Let them not go take person who not for at the right place. If the man supposed for that quarantine center, they don't bill for day, I then for don't care and go. The man who get the list is what they now that will be first day. Then for don't just take and transfer immediately. And that man who the spokesman, Mr. Wuri, now they been the work. If you know all length in there, but when it come, everybody they forget about the primary things. I know they still they do well, but if you run race safe, believe you me, I like you run take. We see near the place where if you finish the if you fall down a ground, then they say you don't win. You know they win the game because you never reach to the finishing point. You see? So now the thing I want number one, let them try very hard. Areas they don't begin the highlight, so let them say come up. Then try for come together. Say now we these are the things we get for try to boost up. Because right now, after the talk, so that kit one at that 45 minutes. It take for test instead of 6 hours. The kids then a road now. Things in the next few days the shipments will come. But again, we don't know if they're going to follow up for try buy then consumables are from America. So now that area is very good. But even though not to them directly give the money now, leprosy they sponsor all this. But yet we appreciate. We're very happy because they coordinate. So then they can cut down the workforce. So instead of they get now. Treatment, what then would they give? I mean, sorry, the test that what then would they say? Now tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock, it's possible say the same day we go to get even 2 results. We go to come out, or then go just say or then go wait till the day end, then give results. So it don't cut down the workforce of the people there. Then even themselves when they do the statistics, it don't cut them down. So I believe say then go they take some of them advice there from Uda and Uda know and give them. God believes say 1 or 2 then go they listen to it. Now that one they know I want at least let them try very hard, so much hard, and embark on this year. Now that one they know I want let the one they were in at the task force then try for do. Because there is a lot of things we get for come up after this. There are many researches that would go on. There are many things that would make, but that one that go left and because on Sunday, get to work tomorrow. But now the things that I just want to more let the task force they realize, let them try look areas then would then get for add up, let them add them up. Would then get for say, okay, you go do this, you go do this. Let not just in a closed circuit. And inside that closed circuit, flaws then they will get for cause more problem. Then I want to know more, yeah. So better is earlier. And I thank you very much. And I hope say the main, more let's Sierra Leone and continue for follow the steps of hand washing. We're very, very regular. The hand gel and the use them in between times. We don't get water, but you let you continue for washing and follow those stages of hand washing. And then follow voting the government and the master sabi people and they tell them. Let know the yeri, let know do doctor business. If somebody is sick, let still go to hospital. Let not afraid. Even though the fear go there, they would then can't tell they go back because they cause the fear. But yes, we encourage them for go because on sickness, then if you not go to hospital, now go kill you in a host. Even yourself, now they happen now. Yeah. So thank you very much for giving me the platform, and I hope say Sierra Leoneans them will go be and continue for let we able for put hands together. Let we able combat the sick and that place there. Thank you very much for giving me the platform.
Thank you very much, Usfren.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that's not Usfren. Na in the Giwi waiting in think. But now, make we count Usman Toli. Make we come here from Yes, Usman Toli, you get a platform, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Triple A. This is also very good news for me, Sef. We talk to you in our household today. And I will try for make it very short and interesting. Being a part of the passengers then, we take that plane on the 22nd of April from Freetown to the UK. Let's start with the good news. The good news is that now we on site, we in Sierra Leone, we were able to observe most of the protocols then, the safety measures then. Because right from the entry point, we in Aberdeen terminal, there was that wash hand, and then telling most of the passengers were fully aware of the importance of wearing mask. So I would say about 90% or 95% of all the passengers them where they inside our plane day. On that very day, them wear masks. Right from the terminal, we all be wear masks. Most of we, including the British High Commissioner, they try for pamper we, for law we come and So that was the good news. That everybody observe some of the measures, the protocols for ensure say we get a smooth experience. But the bad news is that we all know. I think this is straightforward. We know say one of the most effective way for control COVID-19 now social distancing, physical distancing. To be honest with you, physical distancing at some point will be observed, but at some other point it was difficult to observe. For example, where we can Lunge International Airport, right? Where then call for on board the plane. You see, everybody just rush. It was difficult in that circumstance for how we observe the physical distancing. That, I guess, for be honest with you, that was the sad part. However, we still been well with masks. A good number of we been wear masks. But the sad news is that I really shocked with the UK authorities, right? This plane carry nearly 300 passengers, approximately. This plane carry about 300 passengers. So they get the names because first of all, when they book the flights, I book them through online. They get they get all the details them, including your phone number and everything. So under normal circumstance, this is why we don't often say anything that the West is good. To be honest with you now, I'm more impressed in this circumstance with the Australian government than the British government. Because let me be honest with you, me are one of the people that will be expecting will arrive in the UK, then go question me, or at least say, quarantine me, or advise about. I don't say that advise me that the plane before the plane land. Say, if you experience any symptoms, you go for isolate and all that. But to be honest with you, today, why I read this news this early morning, begin to isolate. It was too late anyway. Because 9 days now on, we don't get no information, so I don't say what I've been can the first day, I for all isolate. To be honest with you. But, I'll be expect more from the British authority. In the sense that the force immediately they get information, say, there was a COVID-19 patient inside a plane day. I mean, say they get with phone numbers them, they get with emails them, at least they don't contact me, say advice.
So,
I don't say, right now, the British government, let me be honest with you now, the British government, they only do testing to frontline workers. I called them this morning. I seek for advice.
Usman Tole, and they are rich now. So okay. You not receive text, you not receive no information, no email, no nothing.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No email, no phone call, no nothing. The only thing why I read this news this morning, what I do, I phone 111. Now I explain to them my own problem. Then they ask me if I get any symptoms. I tell them, say, I don't get no symptoms. They ask me if I live with my family. I say, I do live with my family. They say, well, they're going to all for isolate. But the point why they try to make is this. I'm not symptomatic. I don't get symptoms. But the simple fact is that the British authority, we are now in Britain. Yeah, we don't come out of Sierra Leone zone. Now we're there inside the UK zone. They get with information. They get with, they get everything about me. A phone call or an email will have sufficed. Say, look, inside that place where we travel, we'll get one person who will not prove positive. So be careful. You get any, just a follow-up. Patient, outpatient care. Say, look, please make sure if you get any symptoms, you contact you ASAP. At least that will have sufficed. But nothing absolutely. The next thing I read today, now from the Sierra Leone news media, where I really discuss about them. If I give me the calls for that contact 111 a year, what raise the issue? They just say, well, now, you don't take 9 days since you come, you don't get symptoms yet, but continue until the 6th. Let's see if you get any symptoms. But as you talk to us, so I look healthy, although they say, it can be asymptomatic in the sense that you will still be a carrier of the disease, but, they just say not to everybody get that strong, symptom where everybody, they fall on from COVID-19. Sometimes you will manage them, but the important is that it will be family. I've been expect a phone call from the British authority, but nothing like that. So I therefore make this thing quite clear. I'm not so impressed with the British side of things. There's nothing, we're not ever blame here because, to be honest with you, the way I look at them, the Sierra Leone government don't do what they're supposed to do. They're not hand over to the British authority. So British authority now then gets the responsibility for look after we that we don't count at the UK. That is what I'm saying here. We are going to take Salon government out of this equation. They don't get nothing, no blame on this. They don't do what they're supposed to do. Right? Simple as that. I don't allow they put blame on Salon government, this, that. They don't do what they're supposed to do. But I'm over with, so we own authorities them where they go repatriate we. So it is a responsibility of the British government to ensure that they look after we. That is not what I don't see. Yeah. So now that's number one bringing at the table. But before I jump into a final conclusion, we look at the figures today. Again, very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. What did happen in our country? We know say this inter-district lockdown they go on, but the numbers just they continue to rise. Then the policymakers then for COVID-19, they get to look at the strategy again. I don't say they don't bring this another 3 days lockdown, but let them review the inter-district lockdown. There is some lapse system because come on, you get that inter-district lockdown, but we see the numbers then now bumped. Like you say, AAA. These are just simple mathematics. Yeah, you get inter-district lockdown, then something is not working, and this say these numbers are not coming from the frontline workers because if we don't know if now health workers then we don't understand because now they no more get the power for move from one district to the other, apart from those when they carry passes. But the way out which this thing they go, then therefore question the strategy in terms of this inter-district lockdown. We know say the number of quarantine is more than double now. And that number of quarantine will double up to over almost 2,642, you say, is a lot. For a single day and declare over 1,400, nearly 1,400. It's a lot.
Over 1,400. 1,472.
Exactly. Out of that 1,400, and I tell you yesterday, the more the number of people that were in quarantine, the more likely we get more cases then. It's simple. The more likely, because the more people, don't forget, these quarantine people, now people that we don't cut into contact, whether in primary contact or secondary contact, most of the time. So they don't come into contact with somebody when a carrier of the disease. So the possibility, they say, the higher the number, the more likely we get cases then. Thank God they don't come with this 3 days lockdown. Let them become effective. Let them get a system, a surveillance system, where we actually monitor the system. Not to lock people and down and anything. It has to be effective. It has to be strategic. The aim is therefore cut down the chain of transmission. It is the most important thing here. I'm not saying that they talk about contact tracing and all that, but all feedback to cutting down the chain of transmission, which is the key here. But when they bring all these policemen, they lock people in for 3 days, this, that, then when they put things there, we know they see result. They reflect on the result. It's worrying. is worrying. Although one can argue, say, if not for the methodology, how would we apply? By now, the numbers that we foresee will be more higher than this. But again, the most important thing is, with the public, we want to see these numbers for the reduce. Or if at least they go up, let it go at a steady rate, but not multiplying like we see now. The number of quarantine people don't multiply. We see more cases than in the past few weeks. We begin to worry. So now that number one put on the table, will not take your time much. But indeed, some good side from the Sierra Leone government, to be honest. They have been very proactive. We don't talk about most cases, they're very proactive. But again, being affected by the economic conditions of the country, the main target now, the economic factors them. Now they make most of the stuff them, they're not able to implement them in the way we're supposed to be implemented. Otherwise, a 2 weeks lockdown would have been ideal, to be honest. A 2 weeks lockdown, now the best strategy at the moment. But hey, the economic climate in the country, will give them a chance. Otherwise, angry and then we don't kill people and before COVID-19 they come. And I'm afraid that is the situation here. Let nobody lie by you. All these strategies, shortcut strategy, is about, taking into account the people and welfare. So that's all I got for putting on the table. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Usman Toli. And we hope, say, after the 6th, we're not so good, it still gets you, but it will come out good and the entire family. As soon as I be here today, I think you're the first person who come to mind because I know you were on that flight, but we just hope and pray, say, everything will come out good. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. No problem. Bye.
Yes, caller, you live on your name and who's the call from?
Yes, sir. This is Aya, the call from US.
Yes, Aya, you get the platform.
Yeah, first of all, I want to wish Usman Toli and his family well. Hope say everything okay for them. I agree with most of what he said, But the question I have here is, do the Salon government have enough testing capability to do testing in our country? Do you have any idea?
When anytime they ask that question, the answer within they give you, they say even the United States, the UK, and across the world, they say self not get testing kits like that. So Salon self not get testing kit like that. However, then get one within the use right now.
So basically, other than the test, mostly are those that they have under quarantine. The people landed within the test.
Yes.
Because I mean, the real one report and some documentary where they talk about Senegal and they do tests in I think 45 seconds. Because I mean, when they talk about tests, when they do free tongue for 12 hours, why can't they coordinate with the Senegalese government and see if they can able to get some tests, from African government to African governments, work out some modalities where they can able to get some tests, where they can able to do some, at least some random tests outside of the quarantine.
Well, in that light, the Senegalese government, there is like a documentary or an article at Al Jazeera where they should say Senegal, the doctors them, then come together and some people them come up with a test kit when I didn't they make them. And this test kit cost like $1. So I make them they encourage like the entire citizenry for making them do tests because now they didn't they make them. However, I don't know if they get enough or make them say they go sell to other country or maybe we get people away go there, go learn waiting the one that they do, come back who self can make and cable provide for everybody for get a test.
Yeah, no, true. They need to check that possibility out and see if there is any way they can be able to get something working within that area. Because me, I'm really concerned about not those that are in quarantine because they are getting tested. Because they are these people that they are tracking I'm concerned about the other part of the population, that are not getting tested, where there are no physical distancing taking place, how we can determine whether they are affected or not. That's my concern that I have. That's what's worrying me. See if they get ways and means to be able to test and people live in different areas, districts and things, randomly, or if they're able to get it test them, but they just get money from World Bank, they can able for doing things that they, So I think for the focus on try to prioritize, like Usman Toli said, they need to come up with strategies we will help for contain this thing, That's my contribution, sir.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, my name is Tafik. How you doing today?
Good.
My contribution for today, just prayer for people and for we know they sleep, they get at people and for people they know waiting they go on and waiting for them from this time. Know waiting they go on. Let God bless you. I really appreciate that. The contribution is where people they always they emphasize about waiting government don't put in place. Waiting at the thing the way government don't put in place. Waiting at the Pacific thing the way government don't put in place. If they go quarantine people, pack them in the same place like a fish, do you think the problem will be solved? The problem will never be solved. But if people then they individual one by one, maybe people then go get medicine for boil themselves or for eat lamb or for eat pepper. But who said they go pack them? Did they have those kind of opportunities? That's my own contribution today. What people they always be emphasize. This government don't put in place. This government, what is the particular thing where government don't put in place? Thank you. Let God bless you.
All right, thank you very much, Safi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Triple A na Adama, I call from New York.
You get a platform, Adama.
Okay, this morning, one of the says there was a briefing. And inside that briefing there, one person asked question about this pass here, what did they do, or the checkpoints. A policeman be there in that place, they be one for us, say something about that. They just brushed it off. The reason why they bring this up to you, Triple A, it is very, very important. That policeman will be there on that checkpoint there. He do his job. Now make the put on there. So make him not lost his job. Because now make that country there, it don't go down. You see? When somebody they try to do something, when a good thing, somehow somebody they step on them. Now make corruption, it don't get hold of us. And up to today, 59 years, nothing we not get. Okay. So now my own contribution that I just want to bring that up, please. I know say you do something. Okay. Not only you the talk, you do the work. Please. I just want to make a follow up. Let that man they no lost his job. Because nobody wants to talk about it. Okay. When they ask questions, they don't want to talk. Because they know for say that very minister, you know, they did that cardi. Now lie. Everybody knows that. So please. Okay. Now Fabo man. They get family. So I thank you very much to give me the platform.
Thank you very much, Adama. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
I'm Chris, call from Germany.
You get a platform. What's in your contribution, Chris?
Yeah, I'm really happy for letting you connect me, for letting me say we will get a little bit contribution. We get certain issues that we but for different quarantine homes them about some people and the way they say they know you will get food safe for it. And we can't hear it. Yesterday said and get a 3 days lockdown again where they start from Sunday to Tuesday. what are the provisions we don't make for the one that force we be seen in dinner quarantine homes? Like, for example, water and thing for it. These are the things we be saying are the most important thing, the way the government, then a necessity we be say you and me to hold in account will forget all anything, because especially this particular system and with this crisis they on, like COVID-19. We'd expect them for don't make all them provision for them people and they, and some people and they, I watch a video today on Facebook where one lady they try for say if they do sensitization within an area for because some people and they now they even talk Creole that way, but that picking they do certain sensitization they talk in a local dialect. Then timidly some people and they explain to them for them they able understand. It try for explain telling people and they said and just can't all and then quarantine the entire family of that picking. Okay, now they don't put her in an isolation center. Then they 4 days today, no food. How on earth we Montama they getting kind mind and they for treat we own company like that? You go take people and isolate, they say then if they watch them for certain days, then no food not there for them. Not to kill it, they kill them under starvation. So now that now my only contribution do are with the big government. Before they quarantine anybody, let them make provision for them. Then they get our advice me company youth them. Let them know that this sick is real. Let them always stay distance. Always keep on the precautions the one who says necessary. The youth enough for take this thing into politics. Let them take APC, SLPP out way for this particular sick. This sick is real. And that's not my only advice for the TI for give. Thank you so much, Mr. Triple A.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
I'm in Alfred Jaro.
Yes, Alfred, you get a platform. What's in your contribution?
My contribution for this quarantine, what they do, I just want to ask the government. We all talk about water, other things, but what about where the people they loot back at the country? Because if they put coffee order, at least they forget job security to secure people in business. Them. What about the looting where they take place inside salon? Why not for put that in place? If the people in the indoors, who done and then people are already broke shop them? Well, we don't know.
Okay, now in that.
No, well, also like where they don't put this thing, they can get the security personnel and for going to supply people in food. They need for supply food, at least if not that water serve, let them give to people and free, they then drink. I don't know what gets today.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
All right.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, I'm in Umar for now. They call from New York.
Yes, Umar, you get a platform. What's in your contribution?
First of all, I want to tell you plenty thank you for establish this platform where people they make contributions and other people in the land from the same platform. I think the caller will call and make reference to Senegal, why we as a nation know they do a partnership with Senegal. I think it make a lot of sense. When you fight an enemy like this virus enemy, when you fight an enemy, the first thing where you get for do, you get for try for let you know the strength of the enemy. When you know the strength of the enemy, then you will able to know how you they prepare for an attack. Since we get this virus that we country, I believe, we they just do a blind attack. We don't know the strength of the virus. We get people on quarantine or isolation, and they will test. And this virus is not just all about that. We get to go out there for improve on testing. When this whole thing started, all countries in the world, then they struggle with testing. All countries, including the United States, I call from New York, we don't suffer past almost all other parts in the world right now. Then they suffer with testing. But testing are the solution. testing are the answers to the problem. We get a group of people we then refer to as asymmetric people. Then people here, they know they show symptoms. They get the virus, but they know they show symptoms. And because of them kind of people in the dynamic, and they encourage every nation for let them expand on the testing. Since we begin for test, waiting at the extra steps then we governments don't take, say, okay, now we can improve on this testing. They still narrow themselves to the same testing facility or make way and get. What I believe say we need something more than that. Waiting do we need for improve on testing. We're not able for succeed on this virus without testing. Testing are the answer. Testing don't always be the answer for let we succeed on this virus. If we get them people that we know they show symptoms, they spread this virus. And one of the things that we testing they help we testing able for help with the rate of transmission. For say, okay, now this the rate of transmission. We very, very important for this virus. We as alone, we don't even know if people in the city then get 12 cases, people then they feel bad. But people no need for feel, and people need again for explain to the public about the virus. Let people know say they know to like or do or die. Say when you get out, you are done. They need for explain to the people then. Because a lot of people, me get me sister when I knows, it still they treat people na us. Now yesterday they tell them because in Peking call me and say, Mama, they still treat people in us. I said, no, you don't need for do this. And some of them things and they get for shorting them for let we improve on we testing. So if me the article the caller earlier waiting, he say, Senegal, if they say then they produce a test for $1, and you na the platforms have suggested either with partnership we go there and establish a link where we they get them test, or we send people them for let them go learn about this. Then two way then they all now a win-win. But what we need right now the test now we need. While before people then go learn, let we get the test them from Senegal if we able to forget them. While other people then go there for learn how they go make them, let we say can produce in our country. So if they contribute this evening, I want for tell una plenty thank you, and I want for talk to governments back for let them listen to una. The social media in recent contemporary world, they play a very, very interesting role in world politics. If any government sit down and say they know they listen to social media, I think that government they ride for fail. So they appeal to government and then listen to people and views, especially views the way they come from their medium here, and let them activate them. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Umar. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who side the call from?
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and who side the call from?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
This is Ishmael from Turkey.
Yes, Ishmael, what's in your contribution today?
Hello. My contribution towards this COVID-19, I just want to ask question. If the good tends not because the last time out free out, I know we don't go to patients now. Of course, they will do test from all the patient out. I know that they will do test from that and call the results back. I just want to ask someone if this COVID-19 back is the same thing back that you do. Because some patients they go there now not to talk about until they get, but any kind they want to do the test, the one no more who sick we get. So Socioeconomic can contribute on this. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from?
My name is Famara Kuroma. I call from Algeria.
Yes, Famara, what's in your contribution?
My main contribution is just like quitting I will get from the previous speaker, which up to now, and they will get any message from the UK concerning this issue. I'm on the Bokuri travel, and I've been to all of them. This time for listening to I'm unconsciously, and that anybody that flight be, we don't can get it. So I don't know what you know put in place now to get on to the other people that they will travel on that plane. So at least them back within the put in place. Because now some people don't travel, you don't know if that thing don't happen. Just like what you see about the situation, just be surprised due to what you get from the media. When I don't know if happening on that, not so early. So network. So that's my main concern.
All right, thank you very much, Famara. Thank you. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and where you call from?
Okay, bro. Nami na Omar Fofana. I call from Mexico City. Good morning or good afternoon because we are evening to you, so it comes to 8 o'clock in the night now.
What's in the knock behind you? I don't know if you're able to come on that because
yeah,
you're able to come on this smaller extensions.
You get me now, the carpenter. Yeah. You get me now.
Yes, what's in your contribution today? When I for make and quick.
Okay. My own contribution. Yeah, my own contribution for the country today. This COVID-19 or whatever may border. Law listing what in the government they say. Right now, so I think in Mexico, over 1,000 of people don't die. You know, Africa, they easy for you all, but we need to listen what in government they say and the social, the government and the nurses there, what is it, anything so far would then tell you law listener. Easy anywhere. We now 2 months they cancel in Mexico. Now the 2 months they cancel with the lockdown. Even if we do come on for going to supermarkets, the border is the sky. I'm telling you, waiting first time be limit population, but now you they count people then to go. So you see, do you have anything about our government? Tell me, don't pay attention. I just can't lead. Unable follow up the conversation. Yeah, I'm not able to follow up the conversation, but let me say, tomorrow at any time about one of the camp online, just send me message on the line, so I will be able to follow up now. Rapid, I will be able to know what's in the count. The topic one at the party, but today your topic I'm not able to follow up too much. Password here is for Senegal or whatever, something like that. I'm able to follow up. But me on contribution for the country. So for this coronavirus, anything about what government tell me, no listener. Hey, me brother, this is you. I'm telling you.
Yeah. All right, thank you very much, caller. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so all the best. So
all the best.
Much love. So all the best.
We talk about the number of quarantine people and we don't increase. And we all they see within they go around about people them way they're in quarantine, where they really cry for say the basic they know they get them. And I know see people in quick can say, oh, but see people are in quarantine, they're not supposed to come on and do not so. So when they're in quarantine, then they're not supposed for come on and do. They know they come on and do. So how are they going to get food? Then if pump not in at the compound, how are they going to get water? Yes, Tony, you get a platform.
Yeah, you got me?
Yes.
Yeah, your contribution, a quick one. I have to say, if government one for release. They're already serious in the fight, but there are certain things they therefore put in place. And I said the last time, when that fire is in Parema Road, mask has to be compulsory. If you can't get the kits for test people then you have to make an alternative for avoid the spread. Because if you have the kits where somebody go walking, like Master Associates says, when there's so many points now with you just walking and doing test, even yourself just don't do the test. You understand? If we not able to get those points where people can walk in and do the test, let us have people compulsory for user. Like one city in our association now, compulsory. If you don't use mask, it's $300. They call it Somerville. It's just near outside the basketball they play Tilly. $300 if you don't have mask on. It's compulsory. Now, if you say one major area with government reform, because if you look at this, the cluster, the cluster, markets, parks, you understand, business centers, and everything, everybody just talk. Even that is the way up on the paddle. You see, people, the authorities, they talk with no mask. They have to make it compulsory, even after the 3 days lockdown. I must say it's difficult, very inconvenient for users with it. Some of the days are really. Some of the days are 16, 18 hours only. You understand? But you have to comply. You have to definitely comply because we don't have the kids. Government for see how they go for this. You understand? Just like Ishmael just said. You forget the way we will get them to say. We're not going for the weight on leprosy. We're not going for the weight on international community all the time. As if Ghana don't wait for the international community. They have to manufacture their own PPE. And Senegal, they wait for the international community. They improvise and start making their own kits. Even Kenya, they're making their own ventilators. They don't wait for international communities. We're the same Africans. We're the same. With the same mindset, the same color and everything. We don't need to just lay back all the time. They wait international community for car every. Oh, they wait international community. How many Sierra Leoneans do we have? We all countries anywhere least. We're the least in terms of population. We're just 7 million population. We need to start improvising. We need to copy best practices. We have to learn a lot of things after this corona. We didn't learn after Ebola. Let us make this one a must that we for learn. We therefore strengthen institution, and especially academic institution or polytechnic or whatever. Where people that need for begin improvise, they need to invest more so people can go for capacitate themselves for improve and what's in the so many things. You said 1,400 already quarantined, and people they just what can I get that? They just the worker, and this 1,400 quarantine, they will not even trace all the people they've come in contact with. This not just, this social media with Ebola. So many people out there who don't interact. Plenty people there. Where someone decides or symptoms not even they show. They are not running temperature. I had a colleague who not run temperature. No signs. But when they go to test, he was positive. You understand? You have those people. So we a big government, let them make an impulse. If they can do 14 days for make people they stay home, they make 3 days. 3 days is not bad. But for me, it's still not going to solve the situation because when all the nations already quarantine people, then when they lock down, the reason why they lock down because this thing gets in period. It's in that 14 days where incubation period where it will come out or where it will manifest itself. Within that period, if people they contain, you find out it will limit the spread. But once people they live out there, they interact with people on a daily basis. They create more. The number keep going up. It's like a crescendo every day. This is just the beginning. I said it several times. You understand? They have to do something. They have to. It's really a must. I always say this. The recovery, if they sit down and miss out now, the recovery will be more expensive for recover in terms of the economic benefits or whatever, or whether you will be free for us now. It could be much more higher than now if they can do what they have to do now. They definitely have to do it now because it will save them more money, it will save them time for recovery, shorter time for recovery, whatever. Because when you look at the whole thing, it's getting out of hands and it's becoming alarming and everything. I mean, I just don't want to stop the show, but governments therefore really try and see how best to care for farming. So many donations have been done. People don't get so many donations. They're not just there for keep their money, they do like Imola money. We all see waiting before the last documents. The last government was Imola money. Let them keep the money where they can. Let them know they keep the money. If the money comes for Corona, let it help vulnerable people. They lock it out now. The vulnerable people, we can identify those communities or those areas we need. We're not going to virus. We're not going to get. Involve the council and the honorable different constituencies. Let them go to their region and fight this fight. It's not a fight in FIFA. It's a fight. It's for me a national fight. It's a nationalistic fight. It's everybody, somebody like this. It's a war. Indeed, it's a war. And your contribution now. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you. Yes, that's not been Tony. I just want to call the government of Sierra Leone their attention to people them within quarantine. They want them way in hotels. They want them way then they host them. Because now we get numbers where I think go make you look for scratch your head with the number we'll get today. We understand, say, even the system can be overwhelmed, can be overloaded, but these people, they need the basic, because the government, now lock them. And when we can talk about basic now, if you listen to people them waiting in quarantine, what thing they complain about? Even the young lady, where the caller they talk about, he say this young lady, I don't know if you don't see that video there. The young lady be stressed about the psychosocial effect, the mental effect, where locking them down beget. And on that video, the young lady claims from where they lock them down, then quarantine the entire compound. Nobody know for 4 days, because that video was made maybe like 3 days ago. Yes, like 3 days ago, now they make that video there. For 4 days, nobody go they ask themselves if they ate their acts. So how can you quarantine somebody? Like say, they abandon the people them. What's the reason for make we quarantine people? You just make that one they say 4 days, nobody no go ask them, safe. Even make mention of food. Say nobody, like literally nobody went there. The only people in are the security people and where they guard the house for make sure say nobody no commodity and nobody no enter. And also you get people and we go ready for defend. Say, oh, we're waiting for my dear. These people have no access to go outside. They no get access for Comonado. So who that forgive them? Who that forgive them where they no get access for Comonado? Not to the one who say make them no Comonado. The other time we see FCC go to certain neighborhoods them and go visit some quarantine homes them, go give them food. We see FCC go give food. But who that they, when they come for quarantine people them, they just they come and call to security them, say, okay, this house, no one in, no one out. Everybody waiting at this house, then try for trace them and make everybody come inside. Is that it? Eh? 9 done so? I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. At least, when they come, for can't do that, then for come with all the food stuff, the basic food stuff we go even get for a week or maybe 3 days or 4 days. So as then they say una the quarantine una no go able come out, then they give una food. But all we hear is about people being quarantined and nothing. Pass it go viral. Then they go provide. Then they say, oh, we're not listening government. Is that the way it should work? A lot of things then where people they don't complain about until it go viral before we see answer. We even as something we're not supposed for even go viral. Or we just want for fend for say, oh, we are listening to people. Now the way that they for listening to people. I think if that's a scheme where some people want for use for say, oh, for make we say we not listening government, I think it's getting wrong. Oh. It's getting a wrong message. It's getting a wrong message. Not to pass something go viral, then they can serve up and say yes, who they listen. But I'm not going to outline them for you. What don't happen? Just for say, make them count and say, we are listening. But we not be supposed to even happen that way. Dear, for the quarantine people, make we provide for them. The particular day where they go enforce that. I think it should be part of the package. Not to security number for just go eat. Then we then go to security, then count, then add the numbers in the paper, then go and that's it. The security then did it. So how then security they self can they eat? Or now by shift then they don't. Let's start from there self. How? Maybe not by shift. Something about shift too. So whether they come, then go, then eat. Because if the security then not a change shift, then they self get for angry day. Or then they go serve the security, they left the people inside the house, or now the people in the house, and then they make food, can't get the security, then I do. I will learn that. Yeah? If we want for fet this fet, make we ready for fetam. Make we really ready for feta. You know, like when they pull you close, you pull out and say, today me and you na. I think that's the way we should be. But not to the one way and say, waiting talking man self na man. For talk, no. But substance, no did it. And this quarantine, even with waiting they go on safe now, it gets mental effect on people. Some people, they're not even used for their house. They're not used for the commots. You can't keep them one side. But which kind of support will they provide to people at this time? Only in Africa is like, it is what it is, you deal with it, we move on. And it's not done. It's not done. Already, when they ask, say, testing kits, now then first they call, say, even in America, then they strain even you, now then first they call them please, then they. When it comes to things them way, then go ready for calling country then they. But when it comes to basic, if you call a country then they say no, not compare. So there is time to compare and there is time not to compare. Again, which kind of salon we want for left? Make we count we in-house, Aisatu. Make we agree waiting, you get for we. Yes, Aisatu, you get a platform.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I hope everybody they do okay. I hope everybody's safe. and that everybody they adhere and they follow the measures then we don't put in place. Knowing that we go into this 3-day lockdown as alone, and for the people that we did, we ask that they all adhere, but at the same time, like we only say, the government really need to try to put some things in place for ensure say the country, the students then really they get the things that they need, because time like say, in a place where you can cook, you keep your food in a fridge, and then you get water, all where they run, and like they see the news, they see what's going on at the country, so these are something, and they really plead to the government to make sure they do something about this. They're not just left this like what happened the first 3-day lockdown. People them they struggle with water. Here you say people them come on and do then go, say that they go get water. Now when they not get water in their house, if they get water, they're not going to do that kind of thing, and so we really they ask the government to let them do their own part. They only get like about less than 24 hours for ensure they can come up and say something. They can do this and do on like on a different, community for make sure people then really get, what they need, when are the essential, and we put them back within a salon. We ask what you need. Forget one and say food where you say, you go get now, you try for go do that, no go and it puts yourself at risk for go out where you don't need for go out. Let not get into trouble. We come to the law. Where they don't put curfew, they don't put laws and say everybody for day indoors. We know say it's gonna be a difficult one, but law all patients, law no say we do this for law get this sickness out of the country. And also we look at the number then, the number of cases then within the quarantine don't more than double what we can get yesterday. And then also the active cases then right now and recovery, it's really scary. So for all those, people that way they feel say this now, something we not make, we're not in a salon. We know now say in a salon. We know now say don't kill people there, and then people that really need to take this very seriously. And if they don't put you in a quarantine, I not see the need why for the escape from quarantine, But now we know more how people and they understand things, because technically, if person then tell you say you don't become exposed, this not to just the country they tell me say the government they tell me say you for do a 14 days home quarantine or self-isolation. This is not a World Health Organization, and the Center for Disease Control and other healthcare networks where they come up and they tell you say this is not thing that we need for do for make sure the virus not transmit from one person to the other. Running away from it, we no more. We understand that some of the things are not in as somebody imposed will make them want to leave. But you running away from the problem, how are you going to get treated? If really, how they will help you? Because as we know, no treatment, no date. We know say no vaccine not developed yet for this, and still have to work on that. But at least, finding out, knowing the symptoms and knowing the precautions that we need for take, staying home, so that you don't go infect too many people, now one big thing we are still saying why. I keep asking, it baffles me why we Sierra Leoneans then still feel say it's so difficult for adhere to that. And the other thing is, you don't expect to go out there, to go look for money. That money where they look for, ask yourself, if I die, I go down money there. Not only your body, then you go now at the grave. Money that is standing. That's not one thing people have to understand about, finding money and also trying to get, something that you probably may not live to see, right? So at this point, we really beg everybody, not look that money and say, you know what, because I need this, I need to do this. Yes, we know. We all need to pay bills, we all need to eat and things like that. But for the time being, I think like everybody, stick together, work together, and make sure say these things we try to control them. Like Tony mentioned, Usman Tony mentioned, what the government they really try to do, was just to try to slow down, this rate. This rapid rate, but really they're not really do anything good now. I have to say, we want to really do a lockdown and for really, stop this fast pace of, transmission or, rapid rate of infection at the control of the virus. You need to do the 14 days, at least 14 days, knowing that the incubation period now 2 to 14 days. So you go do 3 days. Tell me, what did I get for tell me? You know, if I become exposed to somebody right now, right? So the person gets positive COVID-19, me not take the precautions that I need for take. You know, me symptoms them might not even manifest until after 14 days. You know, and sometimes some people can go longer than that because depending on the person's immune system. So they really need for sit down at the drawing board and ask themselves, you know, what do we need for do? Lord really provide the citizens and with the things that we need. And Lord go into a full lockdown where be seen at the minimum to make sure that this number then cut down. That number they wouldn't get at quarantine right now. You know, I'm worried it's gonna be a great number of people that will become infected because all them people they be all exposed. Now me them put them on quarantine. You know, some them therefore exhibit symptoms. And then the more they do that, now the more other people then they get sick. You know, so really they need to do something. And I hope say that they do the right things in terms of isolating these people, you know, making sure they are in a single room, making sure that it's a negative pressure room or with a microphone. I keep saying this, you know, we don't know what they're doing in that line. I hope there's a way for us to really find out, you know, that particular. And I want to tell Usman Tony, say, you know what, now a scary moment where, you know, so you don't become exposed and then, you know, for find out, say nobody not reach out to you, you know, but, you know, we prayers and you go out to Ram. We hope, say, you and family stay safe. You know, we hope, say, like, you know, if they do get tested, which they should, you know, after the 14 days, we then tell us, like, do home quarantine, or if he exhibits any symptoms, we hope, say, you know, everything come back normal, you know, and in terms of something that we healthcare system we do, we lacking. It really it affect we. Now we will not get advanced healthcare system. Otherwise, some patients then we really they say there's no need for being a hospital physically. They can do a televisit, meaning they call them over the phone, do a telephone visit. Right? So most of my patients then, not only I can do, they don't need for being in a hospital. I can send them medication, send whatever they need, and then find time with them we can and do blood work. You know, with this COVID-19, you know, now that's what they do. Then they do televisit. Most other institutions actually not like televisit, meaning you see the patients, you know, over their phone and things like that. But we don't get that, right? So we don't advance. Well, these are just things that could have been done to really minimize that, you know, crowded environment, that social distancing. Patients are the kind of hospitals too, especially clinic-wise. We don't want too many patients. We clinic them really kind of close. Only like for me, working in oncology, you know, some of the patients are with chemotherapy, they need for come for get treatment. But most of them, they need to come when they do the telephone visits for them. You know, and I want for that would then really follow the measures there at the same time. I want to let everybody know, say we go through the mass donation today, not Freetown. We target so many communities then, you know, not Freetown. We intend for target few more, you know, because of the lockdown. We plan for going to different provinces then, but with the, district then, we're not locked down now. You know, we might have to switch gears, you know, but we still get few that definitely we therefore make sure, say, the donation reach them. You know, but we will give updates on everything, you know, hopefully tomorrow or Monday. Thank you very much. I know it's late and I came in late. It's a tough one, you know, for me. Today's been a tough one, but thank you.
Thank you very much, Aissatou. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, that's we in-house, Aissatou, and also we will lock everything for today. Till we meet again tomorrow, Triple say, tata.